go through pre-takeoff checks. Trim's all set for takeoff. Brakes are locked in. Anti-icing is off. Autopilot stick switch is off. Master stabs, climb selected. Flap, fuel. Fuel ventral is feeding. Instruments. 28 volts, normal inverter, pitot heater, control side flag, all compasses. Correct, off flags are all away. Oxygen, contents, pressures, connections are good. You just put your mask on a minute and just breathe, and I just want to make sure that that flashes. That's it, I can see that. If you may as well leave the mask on now. See that? Breathing. Hood, handle down, pippers away. It is locked, bolts locked, seals inflated, light is out. And harness, just make sure you can't rock forward. Try and, it just locks in. Fine. And you're comfortably tight in there. That's the go forward lever. Try now. That's it. That's it. You've got it locked in. Good. Just follow me through. Leg restrainers are done up. Are they? Yep. Good. Your QRB. If you feel it, you should get a notch at the top. If you just hold the QRB, there should be a notch at the top. Okay. Good. Fine. And we know we're nice to tighten in. Your PSP, I can see, is connected. So is mine. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pins. I've got 5. And we've checked funnel-free movement. Right, if we have captain's brief, if we have a major problem below 136 knots, we will basically stay on the ground and stop at the end of the runway and get towed back. If we have a problem just before we raise the undercarriage, then it'll be just a zoom and boom. So I'll pull back and I'll just call eject. Otherwise, yes, seat panhandle. Otherwise, we'll climb away from the ground and in slow time sort ourselves out. 17 takeoff.
17 takeoff, service in 220, 10 knots when airborne to step 5.
Thank you. Right, I don't know if you want to take a photograph looking down the runway. If you can get, is it too bright, is it? Okay, well if you just remember.
On your Noble wingtip side.
Copy, it should be alright. Caravan 17, I'm happy to take it, I can see it.
27 Caravan Hedger.
We are clear for takeoff again, as I say, just a reminder, keep your hands well clear of that lot. 17 rolling. We've got full power. And we've got full reheat. All's looking good. Hopefully the undercarriage can stand by. We're going to rotate now. And if you look over the side, you get some idea of the steep of the angle of climb. And 17 going step 5.
17.
Oh, was that something that you expected? You can put your mask on. Put your microphone on if you want to now.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3.
Director 17 with you, turning forward outbound and climbing.
17 Director, flight information, the Barnsley 1011, Humber 1013.
Copy. And what we're doing now, as I briefed, we're climbing up to about 15,000 feet to go through the Blue Way. As we roll out, if you look over your right shoulder, you should be able to see Louth. That's probably what appears to be quite close. I roll out here, you can probably see Louth, can you? It's under that massive cloud, I think to our right. Yes, you can't quite see.
17, you identified radar information for the moment.
Okay.
What speed are we doing?
We're doing just over 400 knots, which is about 450 miles an hour. But you can see at this particular height, you don't get any impression apart from just reading off a dial. Binbrook 17 levelling at 15.
17, roger.
That's right, that should stay there now. You can drop your hand. Just keep a watchful eye on it if it's sliding.
Binbrook 14.
If I roll over to the left here, you can see Grimsby down here.
Binbrook, your line is here.
There's 1415 approaching North Brentwood Corridor East.
1415, roger. There's just one outbound in the estuary, flight level 150.
And Donnan up range and Northcote's to your right. I'm just gonna... And engines are behaving themselves, fuel's okay.
Lucky left line from you.
Calling on stud 5, you're unreadable.
In fact, if you look through the nose, you can probably just see some of the oil rigs down there. You see them straight ahead of us in the sea.
Falcon minus stud 1. Stud 1 go.
And we do have an autopilot, which does give us...
Full combine, nothing ahead on radar, the visual circuit clear.
It does give me the opportunity to, if I want to, blow my nose, just take my hand off. Which, particularly on a transit sortie, can be very useful. And you can see from the instrument here that that's base behind us where we've left, heading, so if I turn around to 230, it's 20 miles to base.
It's when you go down quick, that's when it gets me.
Yeah. Well, we'll do the descent fairly shallowly.
Four combines for 21 right, colour blue, QFE 1004, visual and radar circuits clear.
And if you do have any problems, remember, just take your mask off and blow, but I'll make sure I do a reasonably gentle descent.
So you clear the boundary of the airway to the north, flight formation.
Roger, and now operating below 245.
Check.
Now we're clear of the airway, so I'll just climb up a bit and we'll go supersonic. Here we are at 0.9 of the speed of sound. Accelerating, still climbing. We'll go up to about 22,000 feet. I'm using the radar just as eyes in front of the aircraft so that we can clear the area. And I'll just put it through the sound barrier. Going into reheat. If you watch the dial here, you'll see us go through, and in fact one of the telltales is you'll see the altimeter jump up. And that'll just go through Mark 1. There we go, we're now Mark 1. If you want to put your hands on the control column, you can say you've flown at Mark 1. Just hold it. There you go. If you just pull it round to the right, you can say you've actually steered it. There you go. There you go, you steered a Lightning in excess of Mark 1. Right, I have control. And we're now up to about 45 miles, so we'll just turn around and do a gentle descent.
I think if you don't mind, just stay level. I don't know whether I can.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, we'll just do a gentle descent down to sea level.
Is that all right?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, sure.
I feel all right, but I don't want to push it. I want to enjoy it.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Mick. Don't worry. You'll hear a rush of noise. That's just putting some demist on. Exactly the same as a car. But it really is a beautiful day, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Then we're at 17 for information. We're now on the 045 radial, 50 miles, descending through 20,000 feet down to low level. And we're rolling out southwest.
17 Roger, nothing known in your area to effect.
Roger.
Charlie Whiskey Papa 5-2, Binbrook, you're identified, check your level. Charlie 5-2, Roger, it's radar advisory level, flight level 50. You have traffic manoeuvring in your left 8 o'clock range of 2 miles. On a north-easterly heading at the moment, no height. Waddington said they were above you.
If we can find a ship, we can get out
Charlie
and sail
5-2, recovering for 2-1 right down. The colour is blue, QFE 1004, report set.
Yeah, you can see one of the oil rigs down there.
Wow. It's incredible.
Charlie 5-2, Roger, descent report level 2,500 feet initially. Charlie 5-2, say you're heading. Charlie 5-2, Roger, procedure minimum for PAR 200 feet. Charlie 5-2, turn left heading 030.
Yes, there's a lovely picture of the oil rig there with the support boat sitting in the sun.
Charlie 5-2, Pappy is set at 2.5 degrees, confirmed for 3.
If you want to drop your mask, you're quite safe to do so. It might be easy to take the picture as we go around. And if you...
Charlie 5-2, after you overshoot, will you be carrying out Mr. Approach? Charlie 5-2, Roger. After your overshoot, maintain runway heading. Climb report level 2,500 feet and contact approach on 383.9. Charlie 5-2, Roger, maintain.
If you could you just turn your microphone off again, Mick? That's it. Just That's it. Excellent, thanks.
Charlie 52, descend report level 1,500 feet.
I've discovered there's a boat out here somewhere, we'll just go and say hello to.
Charlie 52, traffic left 11 o'clock, range 10 miles, southerly heading, fast moving, well above.
Yeah, it's disappeared. Must have been a submarine. Well, now, because you can see coming down to 1,500 feet here and making a gentle way back towards coast. What I'll do is we'll get down to 250 feet.
25-2.
And we'll do an acceleration. You should be able to feel it. If you've driven racing cars, you probably experience the same type of acceleration, but instead of stopping at about 150 miles an hour, we'll continue up to 600 knots. And if you want to time it, you can get a good feel, and you'll probably find that it's quite impressive. This is about 250 feet. Oops, don't worry about that. Right. What I'm going to do is to engage full power and then go into full reheat. Whoops. Got it. Got it. Okay. And into full reheat. And there you go. You felt the kick. And you see the speed. It's just motoring quite quickly. So coming up to 420 knots. Coming up to 500 knots. Which is approaching 600 miles an hour now. Remember, that's knots. And we'll slow it down at 600 knots. There you go. You can easily get supersonic. There are about 700 miles an hour, that roughly. And that was all in about 30 seconds. Less than that. And if you think in terms of that sort of technology of 30 years ago, it's only in recent years where the Americans have started to overtake us.
To Roger, maintain for the moment.
Do you want me to fly past those rigs over there?
Heading 230.
Do you want a picture of those rigs over there? I'll just...
Charlie 52, you're 8.5 miles. Listen out this frequency for talk down.
I'll just turn round and we'll put them on your side. But we don't want to be too close because, of course, and we're about just over a G, so hopefully you shouldn't feel the G pants inflating. I'll just fly down to the north of them. As I say, I can't go too close because, of course, they are operating helicopters and they get a little upset if we go too close. These are the rigs in the rough field. I suppose that's what the American forces were looking at in the Gulf, wasn't it? A platform of three platforms before they shot it up. They're happy to do that, Mick? Binbrook 17 now on the 050 radio at 28 miles, 2,000 feet, heading 240.